to try chicken crust pizza. So if that's something you're interested in seeing, hit that subscribe button and then keep watching and see how it turns out. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. In this video, I'm gonna try something really different. It's going to be a spin on the keto pizzas. Now, I have heard of cauliflower crust and I've heard of fathead dough, but now today I am going to try chicken crust pizza. So if that's something you're interested in seeing, hit that subscribe button and then keep watching and see how it turns out. Thanks. Okay, so I got everything together. The first thing you're gonna want is just a regular old can of chunk chicken breast. I got this from Walmart. I don't know if you can see it. It's just whatever, chicken breast, nothing fancy. Macros on here are pretty good. This can is a 12.5 ounce can. Serving size is 2 ounces, 45 calories, 1 gram of fat, but 9 grams of protein. So we're gonna use this whole can to make the crust. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is, I've already opened the can. You're gonna wanna drain as much of the water out as you can. And I even used the lid to squeeze out. I mean, I really tried to squeeze as much of the water out of the can as I could. So you're just gonna dump it. I'll show you here in just a second. Gonna dump it on your I had a pan here, my little sheet pan that already had a piece of parchment paper on it. So I lined it with a piece of parchment paper and I dumped out the whole can of chicken. I'm just gonna mash this up a little and make like a thin layer. And then, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and pop this into my oven that's been preheating on 500. I'm gonna pop this in there for about 10 minutes. The purpose of this is just to further dry out the chicken so that we can have a better mold, like pizza crust, when it comes time to actually assemble it. So let's put this in the oven for about 10 minutes, just until it dries up a bit, and then we will get to putting the crust together. Okay, so I just took the chicken out of the oven. It dried up pretty nicely. I'm gonna get this into my bowl and start mixing it with the other ingredients. Okay, all right, so my daughter just woke up from her nap, so she decided she wanted to help. Can you say hi?
Hi.
Hi. Say hello.
Hello.
Okay, so I took the chicken off of the baking pan, just put it in a bowl, and I'm just stirring it up. It's still pretty hot and steaming. So I'm gonna let this cool down for a minute.
Mommy?
Yeah, baby.
It's hot.
It's so hot, isn't it? So I'm gonna let this cool down for a minute, and then I don't know if the picture that I took had all the ingredients. I think I might have forgot to picture the egg, but to finish the crust, all we're going to do is add 1/3 a cup of shredded Parmesan, and I just used Great Value. Yes, I know pre-shredded has carbs. For 1 serving of this, there is 1 carb. I don't know, I felt like it was not worth the trouble to try to, whatever. Sometimes it's just easier to have shredded cheese. I also have pre-shredded mozzarella cheese.
Ouch.
This is a 1/2 cup. So
Ouch.
I'm gonna go ahead
Ouch.
and, you okay?
No.
Oh no. Okay, give me just a minute, okay? We get the nail clippers. You got a little hangnail, huh? Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna add our 1/3 a cup of Parmesan cheese with the chicken. And then we're gonna crack 1 egg into it. And then at that point, if you want to add some seasonings like oregano or garlic or onion, that would be the time to do it. And then we're gonna form our crust and put it back on the cookie sheet. So I'm gonna mix the chicken up and go ahead and form my crust, and I will see you back here right before I put the crust in the oven. So give me just a minute. Okay, so all I've done up to this point is I mixed up the chicken, the Parmesan cheese, and the single egg. I mixed it up in my bowl. And then I put it out on some parchment paper and just flattened it out between two pieces of parchment paper. So I'm gonna kind of go around here and just like touch up the edges and kind of make it look really nice. A little bit more like uniform, so when I get ready to do toppings, it's a little bit whatever. So I'm gonna do that and then pop it back in the oven, still 500 degrees, for about 8 to 10 minutes. It's gonna brown up and crisp really nice, and then we're gonna take it out one more time and then top it. So I'll see you back in just a second. Okay, so I took the pizza crust out of the oven and I left it in there for full 10 minutes and it browned up so nicely. Take a look. You probably can't really tell because this is my kitchen lighting, but it browned up so nicely and it really has a good bit of hold to it. It's not flimsy. So I got the rest of my ingredients out right here. This is a half a cup of mozzarella. This is 18 pepperonis, but judging from the size of the pizza, I'm probably only gonna use like half of that, maybe. And then this is a serving of the pizza sauce that I got. It's just, like I said, Great Value brand. I think it's like chunky tomatoes and garlic. This is a half a cup, but again, with the size of the pizza, I probably will not need a whole serving of the sauce. So I'm gonna assemble it and then I'll show it to you, and then I'm gonna pop it in the oven for 8 minutes, just until my toppings can, you know, get nice and gooey, and then I'll take it out and show it to you again. Hang on. All right, so this is the pizza assembled. I only ended up using 9 pepperonis, and I probably still had about close to a quarter of a cup of cheese left. So I'm gonna pop this in. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna pop this in the oven for about 8 minutes, and then we will take it out and devour it. Okay, people, we have what looks like, at least resembles, a pizza. So I ended up baking it after I assembled it for only about 5 to 6 minutes, and it browned up beautifully. I don't know if you can see the color. It's still sizzling. It looks really good. So I'm gonna let this cool for like, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes, and then I will cut it and I will taste it and let you know how it is. Okay guys, here it is. Sorry, my lighting is out of control. Let me see if I can, I don't know if you can see it. But I mean, I cut it and this is the slice. It's holding up pretty decently. But anyway, let me try this and see how it is. It's actually really good. It's still hot, but it's actually really good. I don't even like pizza, but this is really good. Like, really good. Okay, guys, so there you have it. I will link everything down in the description box in terms of macros and the recipe, but literally, I'm sold. Like, I will probably snack on this whole thing for the rest of the evening and not feel guilty about it. So if you found value in this video, if you enjoyed the recipe, please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Send some comments my way and tell me what you think, and I will catch you in my next video. Thanks so much.